Good afternoon and welcome to the news on Sun FM TV. Let's take a look at the headlines. The Zambia Union for Persons with Disabilities has urged government to ensure that individuals with hearing impairments receive adequate sensitization about the ongoing mobile issuance of national registration cards, NRCs. Zambia Climate Change Network ZCCN board chairperson Maggie Mwape has called for a unified approach as Zambia prepares for international climate action talks. A potentially serious road accident was narrowly avoided in Lusaka when a canter truck driver suffered a seizure while driving along Cairo Road near the post office this afternoon. Red Arrows assistant coach Kakonje Kalilo acknowledges that his team has not had the best season but remains optimistic about progressing in the ABSA Cup. Details come shortly.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
With the news in details, I'm Gertrude Mwansam. The Zambia Union for Persons with Disabilities has urged government to ensure that individuals with hearing impairments receive adequate sensitization about the ongoing mobile issuance of national registration cards, NRCs. Speaking to Sun FM TV, Union President Pascal Mlenga emphasized the importance of inclusive communication strategies. He warned that without tailored sensitization efforts, many people with hearing difficulties risk missing out on this critical national exercise. Despite government initiatives to reach citizens nationwide, Mr. Mlenga noted that marginalized groups, especially persons with disabilities, often remain uninformed due to communication barriers. He encouraged persons with disabilities to actively participate in the NRC registration exercise, stressing their rights to national identity and access to services.
We are calling upon all the parents and guardians who have got children with disabilities to take them for this national registration of cards which is coming, which has already started free of charge. We are also calling upon the government to make sure that they sensitize this information to our friends with hearing impairment problem, because we have noticed they have been having challenges to know what's going in the country. In this case, we are also calling upon our friends who are running NRC department to give a good welcoming hand for all those who are disabled. And all those who are disabled, I'm calling upon you, it's your time to register, even if you're above 16, 18. And for you who are turning 18 next year, or even you are above 18, it's a high time for you to have a chance to register of your own NRC so that you have a freedom of choice to your own person whom you want to be your leader.
Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security Jack Mwimbu recently announced that the mobile NRC issuance initiative will run concurrently across all the provinces for 3 months, with the government aiming to register 3.5 million citizens during this period. Zambia Climate Change Network ZCCN board chairperson Maggie Mwape has called for a unified approach as Zambia prepares for international climate action talks. Mrs. Mwape emphasized that Zambia is not merely a victim of climate change, but also a source of solutions, citing community-led reforestation and indigenous climate-smart agriculture. She highlighted the importance of grassroots participation in shaping the national climate narrative to ensure representation from all regions. Meanwhile, Ministry of Green Economy and Environment Permanent Secretary Dante Chibamba has urged stakeholders to define Zambia's priorities for COP30, scheduled to take place in Belém, Brazil, from 10 to 21 November 2025. In a speech delivered by Chief Green Economy Officer Dr. Chibamba, he acknowledged Zambia's progress in climate policies, including the Green Economy and Climate Change Act of 2024 and the National Adaptation Plan. He stressed the importance of collaborative efforts to enhance the country's participation in global climate dialogues. Dr. Chibamba need SB 62 and COP30 capacity building and technical workshop in Lusaka. A potentially serious road accident was narrowly avoided in Lusaka when a canter truck driver suffered a seizure while driving along Cairo Road near the post office this afternoon. The vehicle, loaded with building materials, began moving unsteadily, prompting a traffic officer to intervene. The officer quickly alerted nearby cyclists and motorists, and with the help of a passenger on board, they managed to stop the vehicle safely and assist the driver. The driver, identified as Pacey Tembo, told Sun FM TV News that he suddenly felt drowsy while driving, which led to the seizure. He confirmed that it was the first time he had ever experienced such a medical episode. A co-worker who was also on board expressed relief that the incident did not result in serious injuries. He commended the quick response from the traffic officer and members of the public, which helped prevent further danger. The party dialogue ZCID has welcomed President Hakainde Hichilema's recent call for dialogue with opposition party unity and reconciliation ahead of the 2026 general elections. ZCID Executive Director Doreen Kawe said the call comes at a crucial moment for the country, adding that Zambia stands at a crossroads where genuine dialogue can restore trust among political actors and create a stable platform that the Zambian people are yearning for, a political environment rooted in mutual respect, accountability, and national development. She emphasized that dialogue presents an opportunity to address critical national concerns, including electoral reforms, political party regulations, and governance, while fostering cooperation ahead of the elections. This is the news on Sun FM TV. We take a short break.
Exactly what I need. It's a secret ingredient. You can enjoy it every.
This is not just milk. It's Dairy Gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
Welcome back. Red Arrow's assistant coach Kakonje Kalilo acknowledges that his team has not had the best season but remains optimistic about progressing in the Absa Cup. Speaking during a pre-match pre-briefing to restore the team's pride, especially as they are the defending champions, he acknowledged that Powered Animals are a formidable side but assured that his team will give their best to secure a semi-final spot in the tournament.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, disastrous league. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's our pride. So we have prepared in the best way that we can. We are playing a very formidable side this season, so it is a very important game for us, and we'll we'll take it as such, give it our best, and hopefully get the result that we hope for at the end of the day.
Meanwhile, Power Dynamo's assistant coach Songwe Chalwe has assured his players to remain humble and grounded. During the same press briefing, Chalwe admitted that the match won't be easy, but expressed confidence in his players' ability to perform on the pitch. He added that the team has prepared well and is looking forward to tomorrow's encounter.
Thank you. First of all, I would say that we have done our homework, and it's something that we cannot discuss. In 2 games we've played them at home, we drew, and we lost in Koloma. So this is a game where we need to be victorious, and we've done our homework very well. Thank you.
Power Dynamos will face Red Arrows at Levi Mwanawasa Stadium tomorrow at 12:30 hours in a crucial match to secure a place in the final round of the tournament. And that story brings us to the end of the news right here on Sun FM TV. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gertrude Mwansa. Let's get to views on news. Good afternoon.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
Imagine having nature's secrets to health and vitality in a bottle. Introducing Lifeway Shot Health Drink. Ginger for digestion. Beetroot for stamina. Aloe vera for skin. Tamarind for metabolism. Baobab for immune support. Lifeway Shot. Embrace wellness naturally.
Oh, what a bad day. When everything is bright and golden. The sun is shining and the mighty morning. Without my family in that moment, that day would have been a bad day.
Yeah, everyone's bad day is my bad day. But guess what? When my banja comes together, there are no bad days.
When you are there, you bring the shine. Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Thank you to Gertrude Mwanza for the community news. I am Evans Malasha with views on news. Remember to participate. You can call us on 0955 855 953. We look at the stories that made headlines. The Zambia Union for Persons with Disabilities has urged government to ensure that individuals with hearing impairments receive adequate sensitization about the ongoing mobile issuance of National Registration Cards, NRC. Zambia Climate Change Network ZCCN Board Chairperson Magi Mwape has called for a unified approach as Zambia prepares for international climate action talks. A potentially serious road accident was narrowly avoided in Lusaka when a canter truck driver suffered a seizure while driving along Cairo Road near the post office this afternoon. The Zambia Center for Inter-Party Dialogue, ZCID, has welcomed President Hakainde Hichilema's recent call for dialogue with opposition parties, describing it as a timely and necessary step toward fostering national unity and reconciliation ahead of the 2026 general elections. And sports, Red Arrows assistant coach Kaliloka Konje acknowledges that his team has not had the best season but remains optimistic about progressing in the ABSA Cup. You can therefore participate by giving me a call on 0955 855 953. That's 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling me on this afternoon. Let's take a short break, and on the other side, we come back with more with regards to views on news. Friday edition. Remember to participate. You can give us a call on 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling us on this particular afternoon. This is the Friday edition of Views on News. This is indeed Sun FM Radio and Television. To give us a call. 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling us on this afternoon. That's 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ivan. Mabomba chani.
Abomba fe bwino bana banda barishani.
Asise mutende ife. Asenda poshe aba Rose kuyam kuteyoko. Ona wasa stadium. Refer finishwe wera po bola nangu na ikosa ni shina ikosa. Bola ni win na lose. Out to Ivan.
All right, I'll tell.
Yeah.
0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling us on this afternoon, Friday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ivan Sumarachia.
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Mwape?
I'm also good, my friend.
Please
I
do
want
go
to take on the issue of yeah, the president here who is taking a reconstruction na opposition dialogue. It's all can move by the president. Yama question about opposition won't say verificana. Roveka for the betterment of this country. Thank you so much, Mr. Marash.
Thank you very much. 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling us on this particular afternoon. That's 0955 855 953. Good afternoon.
Yes, Mama Shakwa.
Wabomba fe wino varishan ven.
Emko, na skota ko fe conference kama NRC. Ama NRC kuja kutown kuja kwa barista. Lakini wao magabiji na utuka turangira kote. Bala barista kama NRC na wako public press kaina NRC na nguko poza NRC. Maripunda tumatiro takudi. Then bari printer na bari printer na bari printing na pande para wako bati. Yo muranga wako takudi. Ngawaranda ngawafu mapanzo kuna tulipo NRC. So waranda na bina para bari kati na kofi 200 quarter. Wacha kutere NRC. So namazile kapisho wote mashado kwa tulia. Because yama NRC na mboko pali 3 quarter don't have 3 quarter or 2 quarter kingwe no mbapa. Ili kwa tibare shate para. No magatisho waratu hapo kwa mtu wakulije kwa abantu aba. Panze para ninya. Mboko wale ni no tora wale kitana wale mura ndo pati hapo maparanga bagwa tamuli batio. badzikalanga wale vati varapunda kwete koshinga wale vaka mwana mpingo lachina 200 kwata vale kana no kana 100 kwata vale kenga at 200 200 nisho kebanyika mkasi yeno wapera mama details nishena la tihara makayo waditira.
All right, thank you. 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling us on this afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Great, thanks. Who's on the line and where are you calling us from?
This is Anxious, promoter of Patchbrook Swap.
Please do go ahead.
Yeah, Nalatenda Poine and the president here, I think if you're in Randa opposition parties, if you're under president, Philip no Messi Nero Makova opposition, the Pasaudio Musma, whatever president, our taker. By then, Garung Vare take a Venaba, Canada, Kunava Garung. So that to the point of opposition, Navena, what if you are in the by then by the motive opposition? Now push.
0955-855-953 is the number you're calling us on this afternoon. It is the Friday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Mr. Marshall, good afternoon.
I'm good, thanks, Darlington. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you very much, boss.
Please do go ahead.
So that's when I got 40 hours. I was mission for the best mission around the so I read the work of taking. So I'm going to tell you the consumer of and then some kind of an Christian papa. Board and entertainment is our combine. Say as you wow. Now betting a quick time the party with your papa, not to them con out. And then my wedding is a colleague who will carry a punch, not to particular, but you're a please. Bakanzinse ya mungu kamuka bombe konstitumaire muka wadiliva abantu ava so that bakwate ko order ile kwa kamera bankanta in papa. That is my take. Thank you, bye.
Thank you. 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling us on this particular afternoon. It is the Friday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ramarash.
Turifebwinefebatishan.
Wow, Trizum Watanda Wunsa.
Mukai Bazanda Bakonkanye.
After you that safety, you're watching for drive or sound for push a sound for women Sharia Shamoto. Ah, Atuama. Somebody chat speaker Siaparama accident. That's why you want to go and I'm also Zara Chapamsebo. Kawama Bampusha. The near Shajon, the somebody more common so more, shows the sheep from 10 days. If I can, it's a Kurapata Serama 9. I made to take up. We Munturango ran out and to our Wara. Wap opening for a medical take up. This is cutting the side. Like you know, you actually first time. Who would scrap for you, Sadie? The young scrap. So medical say, take up your for 10. Then kuri bora bare daro sabato dynamos. Awe, bayro, saya tamba. Wakati ese wino, iti wili kenye wino, tika sekari the day. Then just for ankana, na tefo ase nani. Wakati ese mutende, na mari faina na bena tefo ako nani good appreciating. Tato na wombele sho mutende.
Totelam. 0955-855-953 is the number you are calling us on this particular afternoon. It's a Friday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we are talking to Mr. Patrick.
Mr. who?
Yeah, Mr. Patrick.
Patrick, please do go ahead. All right, we seem to have lost him there. 0955-855-953 as the number you are calling us on this afternoon. It is a Friday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you, Mr. Malaysia?
I'm great, thanks. How are you? Mr. Duncan, please do go ahead.
Yeah, the program of Mama in a
Just encourage Amina Zambia kukia rembesha. Nabasa atatomos kukia rembesha kukia ki. Mapate ma responsibility ma chatel. Yapisa vota. 2026 even upata minus zama cha kwata mosaba Rusia. Nobuta ya babuino. Makonke exercise kukia ki. Maka kwata minus. Don't take the edge. Office of the registration kuma kuza kibasa kwa mwanzo musangwa bantu bakota ntabako problem ema energy uma kwa watu wakwata na bantu sobene to encourage abantu kakwata ma energy bote kwate for Lucia. Thank you. Good afternoon, Zambia.
Thank you, Mr. Duncan there. You could do the same as well by giving us a call on 0955 855 953. That is the number you're calling us on this afternoon. It is the Friday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon. Twabomba febu nomkwai ni bani turera ndravena nkwisa bretu mina.
Wanda kapachira ngombo paka amatraiti hapa.
Mukwai bakonka nyepo.
Ipature ishanya covid pa papia unga. Ubunga obuiso kuba government oba iswati. Bakuire bangu bakutu watuma kuno. Abantu kuno ngabayisa nobungo kumoko bazedda yetu. Bangu direta we. Sokuno obunga iwo kushita. Nolugulirula buka. Amasoja amba bokulwa n'abantu. Opo yaba bali kwesaka na kuma polisi bali itwala pirati. Abunga sikeni bali nachotera.
All right. Well, of course, do remember that that particular story is meant for another segment of the show, which is press review. That was nothing among the stories that we ran. 0955 855 953. I think I do have about one or two more calls before we wrap up today's edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Vivans. Magomba shani.
Twabomba febu ino barishani mana mapalo.
Awe, zisebu ino. Muna atenda kofe ine after ni wama leji. Awe na batita febu ino. Mwambata tabakuide bale chupa abantu kotoye unkwa chikuri fikisha. Nalo tuwampeta chichupa hata sistengwe kula unkwe MPH kuru awe. Aba abenga kwena poti wakwena po bakwa ilisha. Oko bale tete bakwa ilisha babeka tatempo teko chikuyo kuba abantu efo abateri nyo amare chikabote uno kuta dia kulipire ni ndarama. Mwandi nyako pire unkiko kubarebe kata. Kulibonze ba Ivan.
Totala. And that happens to be our last call for today, Friday edition of Views on News. Of course, we take a look at the stories that made headlines